Right now we don't have any viewers because it's just we're waiting for the audience.
Okay. I should have worn a different shirt.
But the show will start soon. Now I just have to get all of the links and stuff. So I'm going to get this loaded so that I can do this. So this is the actual live show.
I'm going to go on behalf of...
And then if you want to share it on your Facebook as well, you can do that.
On my phone?
Yeah.
How?
Share it on your Facebook as well.
I did not mean to do that.
It's fine.
It's going to start.
That means the sound works. Oh yeah, the screech. God, every time.
What happened? Pterodactyl?
If you...
Oh, I have a pterodactyl book that makes a pterodactyl sound.
Maybe we should turn on the phone.
If we have like sound going while the live stream is going, then it just makes this awful screeching sound. I need to pull the link from YouTube.
Chandra, you need to get the governor on the phone. I told her if the kids don't go back to school in August, I won't make it to 2021. She said, get the governor on the phone.
I'm just hearing in the background, disgruntled.
Always. I don't know what I'm doing. Where do I go?
I'm going to share it on my Facebook, and then you can share it from there.
Did you already share it?
Not yet. I'm trying to get...
Did you tag me in it?
Not yet.
Okay.
I will here in a second. We have 2 viewers.
Who? Can they see us now?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
They can kind of see your butt.
Oh, I know. I'm like, I should probably move then.
For the individuals joining us, welcome. We're not live yet, officially. Bear with us for a moment. As we are getting started. Shared and ready to go.
Yeah, sharing the links and stuff. We have 669 likes on the Morgan Friends page.
It's crazy. It is crazy.
That's how much my dress was for the wedding. It was $666.69. I said, I need a keychain.
Did you share it on the seat?
Give me a keychain, please.
Did you share the seat at the table, or do you want me to?
I can. Let me.
Yeah, I'll do it now.
For something, I don't know why. One moment.
We are live now.
Is that Spanish?
It should be.
See, they do the random chirp thing, and I don't understand it.
I think they're trying to talk to us.
Okay, and then one more.
You
Now
know,
I
with
just
everything
need to
going on
share.
in 2020, I completely forgot that we raided Area 51.
Oh yeah,
For a
that did
brief
happen.
moment, I forgot about that.
Did anyone die?
I don't know. There were so many conspiracy posts about people with alien babies from being at Area 51.
I've seen some people. They had this thing going around where you could draw what an alien baby would look like.
I completely forgot about that because Anthony and I were on the page where we were organizing. They were organizing to storm Area 51, and someone made him an admin, and he didn't want to be arrested or disappear from the government, so he like removed himself.
I tagged you. I'm about to post it.
Okay. This has nothing to do with Area 51. I just completely forgot about Area 51 being stormed randomly before everything happened in 2020. So.
Do you have to approve of something before it gets posted on your page?
I don't think so. No.
Okay, so it should just be on there.
Only for Mom.
I'm gonna see it. I have to approve because people do some like weird things, and they like, it's rough. But not for the kids show. That's for the other stream. Where is this?
I don't like the man's booty by my face. Turn it this way.
Yeah, that way he's watching as well.
Oh no. He's gonna fall.
I think that over time, this is going to be probably one of the greatest projects for Morgan Friends.
Oh, cool. That makes me happy.
It's already taken off like wildfire.
Are we started? Are you just drinking water?
5 seconds.
We can Yeah, we can go ahead and start. I just shared it on all of our social medias, so
Yeah,
we'll have random people trickling through as we do this.
Yeah,
I've
and I just
shared-
shared it too.
I've shared
Awesome.
2 times.
He said,
2 times.
Twice. Once on More Than Friends and once on my.
Oh, you shared it on More Than Friends too?
Oh yeah.
Well, we double posted, I guess. Well, that's fine.
It's the same thing. So if
Yeah.
they watch it, it's just gonna be the same thing.
All right. Hello. So I guess we
Hello.
can officially start now.
Yes. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Seat at the Table, or Seat at the Table with the Family. No,
Table to the
you,
left.
table to the left.
Off screen.
You
We're off to a
are-
great start.
already. You are joined by myself, Caleb, Steven to my right, and our very special guest, Miss Malina Marro, by our left, right? Our left, right?
I don't know. It's
I don't know.
some
You're
direction.
right. I'm on the left.
Okay. So,
We've got a family sandwich. You are the meat of the Marro family sandwich. Like the Marro is the bread.
I'm only a Morrow for a few more months.
we're
so
talking about hoagies.
That's true.
I will be a
This,
Hensley.
this is a family hoagie. Something about that doesn't sound. That sounds kind of. I don't want a family hoagie.
It is Kentucky, but
no.
That's for the other stream. That's-
but today we're talking about children's books.
We're going to be talking about children's books for low-income families in need and the benefits that come with them. Ms. Morrow is a part of a wonderful organization regarding children's books, and she's here with us tonight to talk more about them. Ms. Morrow, if you don't mind starting, we
Sure.
can go ahead and kick it off.
Cool. So I'm Malina. I'm actually Steven's older sister. I know I look younger, so. But I sell books with Usborne Books and More, and we have the option in our business to do fundraisers and donate books to other organizations. So I am choosing to donate the books that we sell, and this, I guess, fundraiser for, you said it's going to last 7 days?
Yeah, an entire week of donations.
Yeah, so any book sales that we get from this week, you can actually donate them. If you didn't want to donate the books and you just wanted to donate money, you can do that too. But anything, all the proceeds go to the Care Closet of Northern Kentucky. And what they do is they actually provide resources for students in the Northern Kentucky area that need things like if their house caught on fire and they need clothes, books, things like that. They give everything that they give to families in need in Northern Kentucky. So that's why we're going to be giving them books so that the kids can have books to read and activities and learning stuff to do. So.
And I think that's a very good organization. Kids being able to still maintain knowledge and being able to read and all of that good stuff, even in situations where they don't find it very comfortable.
Right, and right now with COVID going on, there's a lot of families that are losing their homes, families having to move in with other families, and
Just
a lot
being
of
tight
people,
on money in general. Yeah.
right, downsizing, and I mean, we see more homeless people now than I feel like we ever have. You can drive down the street and probably see 10 before you could have before, so.
I'm gonna turn the air off. I know it's hot, but that way there's less noise. I'm sorry.
He had it on 74 when I got here.
Andreas
It's
had it on
summertime.
70.
It's
She
summertime.
turned it down to 70 and she's still high.
I will gladly throw him under the bus on that one.
It's 70 degrees.
I feel like every day he like sneaks in an extra degree higher, and then I have to like sneak in, and it's a constant war going on
That's like
over the
that.
temperature.
Constant water temperature.
That turns the air off.
Two factions
95
fighting
degrees.
over different modules of temperature. I'm intrigued to see how that war is going to wind up playing out.
One of us will die, and it'll probably be me. It's always me.
Well, I mean, as long as I see like a headband over your head and some eye paint, some eye war paint, I already know that you don't fought a
Attack
good
the
fight.
thermometer.
Hey, I'm a Mortal Kombat character, so I win every time.
So I have a question for you, Ms. Malina. So I want to know, Usborne Books and More. What is the more part? Like what exactly? Of course, they do more than books.
Is that the
Right.
mammoth? Is that the more?
No, the more part is actually we partnered up with a publisher from a different country, Kane Miller, and so that's what the more part is. So it's Peter Usborne created the company, and then he joined with Kane Miller, so that's the and more part.
Okay.
So that's all of his stuff. We actually have a lot of Spanish titles as well. I do not have any of the Spanish titles, but we do have tons of them. Like if you go on our website and you type in Spanish titles, there's almost all of our books that you see in English, you can actually get them in Spanish too. So.
And then real fast.
Mhm.
So I have this pulled up on Facebook and everything. We're kind of just doing this by the seat of our pants or seat of the table. Yeah. we're just going with the flow. If you want me to tag anyone so that they get bumped to it, let me know and I'll tag them so that they see it.
Oh, it's anyone you want to.
But I just if you have anyone.
Did you tag Mom?
I did tag Mom.
If you don't tag Mom, she gets upset.
But
Is she watching?
I don't. Last time I tried to share it and she said that it wouldn't work. And I'm like, you just click the link and it takes you to YouTube.
Well, the one you did, me, her, Anthony, and Dad were all watching it, but it was all at different parts, and so
You just hear the same sentence like in an echo chamber.
Yes.
Well, this time that's why we switched to YouTube. But unfortunately, it's hard on Facebook because they have to click a thing.
Oh yeah.
So that's why I'm trying to tag specific people.
It doesn't
It's not like a
specifically take
Facebook
them there.
Live.
Yeah.
Got it.
It's just on YouTube instead.
And
but
I mean, our issue with Facebook, which some of our viewers may be aware, our issue with Facebook was, every single time we would do a live stream for an episode, the audio quality would not carry correctly. so there would be a lag of what we'd be saying. It would be like what 3-5 seconds of a lag.
well, the lag got worse as you watched. So it would start fine for like 10 seconds, and then slowly it would be like, the last scene in 2001: A Space Odyssey where he's like traveling through like some wormhole. It was
I
kind of
don't
like that, where time and space just fell apart.
No.
It's one of the best, if not the best, sci-fi film of all time.
Oh.
But anyway.
Why not Total Recall?
I don't recall.
I don't know, yeah.
But
No, that's got a character named Malina in it, doesn't it?
that's what I was named from.
Yeah.
I was supposed to be a Chelsea. I was supposed to be Chelsea.
I don't think you're a good Chelsea. I like you as Malina.
Thanks. Yeah, well then mom and dad went to the movies and saw that movie, and then Dad was like, I'm gonna name her Malina. Do you know that she was like the villain?
I didn't.
Yeah. So thanks, Dad.
That's fine.
I named my kids after movies because I was named after a movie. So I have 3 girls. I just had one 4 months ago.
Who you will see later.
Yeah, and if you do hear a lot of noise in the background or anything, or you see little heads pop up from behind the couch, totally normal.
Just like last time. Last time we had the gremlins. We had gremlins behind the couch making noises.
Oh.
And now today we will have some random noises. So it'll be a tradition.
It's gonna be a treat. It's gonna be a treat. It's for the kids.
Yes.
For the kids. Do it for the kids. But anyways, so you were talking about the books and explaining some of the stuff. So what makes Usborne Books and More special?
Okay, so I love these books. That's why I decided to sell them. My children don't like to read. I don't know. They just don't like to sit down. They don't have the attention span. Well, Lainey doesn't have the attention span, and then Lila doesn't have the patience, so it's just kind of like a toss-up. But every book that you get with us, there's specific things that you can, a different target audience that they all reach. So we have books about feelings, activity books, and I'll show you guys all of them, but the learning books that we have are amazing because they're fun and interactive, and the kids don't even realize that they're learning. So that's why I really love the books, and I think that's why they're special, because they can educate kids in different forms, in different ways that they can actually relate to. So, my kids are crazy. I don't know about yours, but mine are all over the place. And if I can get them to sit down and do something for more than 10 minutes, that's a win. So that's honestly what I think is special about them.
That's one of my favorite things. When you were showing me the books, there were... So, some of them, it's just like, okay, these are children's books, whatever. And then there would always be at least, like a good handful where I was like, I want to play with this, like,
Yeah.
because half of them, a lot of my favorite ones
So
are.
some of them, it's just like, okay.
Sorry.
As long as it didn't do the pterodactyl scrapes, then we're fine. But like, a lot of them are interactive, and that's my favorite thing. Like some of them, you have like workbooks, or some have like little mazes.
Science experiments.
Yeah, we did one of those on the Facebook.
I did that on my Facebook Live on my VIP group. But we also have, like, not just that, we do have books that teach them how to read. We also have learning activities for them for people that homeschool their children, which with COVID are all homeschooling, which is super fun for everyone. I have so much love for the teachers because when I had Lila, she's 5 and she was in preschool. When I had her on the Zoom, she had like 25-year-olds on that Zoom, and the teacher's trying to read and they're all like, look at my dinosaur. Wow, look at me do a cartwheel. And I'm like, what are they doing? How do you get all these kids to focus and listen to a story? It's just crazy. I have a lot of respect for teachers. Like, I can't do it. I can't do it.
Are you going to be a teacher?
I went to college actually to be a high school English teacher.
Really?
Fun fact.
Oh.
Yes, I actually went for three years and I started doing teaching and then stopped because of certain circumstances. But then I wanted to go back and change my major like almost 360 completely. So.
Well, you're basically a teacher. Like you're basically qualified to be.
Basically,
a teacher,
I can sub if I wanted to. So.
There you go.
Yeah.
So. Let's see some books.
Okay.
What
do you have any more questions
books?
before I start showing the books, or?
No.
Okay. So I have a lot of books. You can only see half of the bookshelf, but it goes like all the way down to here. And I had them all organized in category, but you
the most
can't see
important
that.
thing is you can see the mammoth. That's
you can see the
important
mammoth.
part.
So this is our little mammoth. I think Lila named him Boris. I can't remember. Lila named him Boris.
He does have a Boris kind of face.
He has a book that goes with him as well. So we have the book that goes with the plush. And we also have, you can't see the little unicorn down here too, but we have that. So I'm going to start with the ones for, like, I'm going to go from age group up, I guess, and then I'll do the activity books last. So I'll start with, like, baby books. Yes, we have books for newborns and babies. And actually,
awesome.
my 4-month-old has her book in the other room. It's a crinkle book, and she's obsessed with it. So
That's the thing that stops her from crying.
It
if
really
she's
does,
crying,
yeah.
then just give her the crinkle book.
you give her
and she's
it's a
immediately
fold-out
fine.
crinkle book. I don't know how to explain it. Like, it crinkles. It's cloth, but it has crinkles in the inside. And if you give it to her, she gets really excited, and she grabs it and then shoves it in her mouth. So it's great with her feet and her hands. So she's learning how to roll over and trying to crawl. So.
And before you show us these books, just as a reminder, if anyone sees any books that they like for themselves or their family, then they can order those. If you go on the link that's on the bottom of the screen, M9657 at myubam.com.
.myubam.com.
Jesus.
That's my
the link on the
website.
bottom.
Yeah, down there.
Don't
That's
listen
my
to me.
website.
The first link right there.
The first
right there
link.
toward the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you go there, you can order books for yourself, and then on the top it should say that your consultant is Malina. That's how you
Should
know
have my
that you're in
name.
the right
It'll be in the
place.
top left. It'll say your consultant is Malina Marro, and it should say. So there's 2 options. You can buy books for yourself, or you can buy books to donate to the Care Closet. And so when you click this link down here, it should say the Care Closet on the top next to my name. That if you wanted to buy books for your children or your family, you can do that as well. We have a separate link for that I think Stephen was going to post separately. Did I send that to you?
Maybe. Let me see. I don't think you sent.
Just
the
because
second link.
I don't want to confuse you guys, but if you're donating the books, there's a separate link. That way, the address goes to me, and then I can take them to the Care Closet. And I think Stephen said we can go live when we do that as well.
Yeah, we're gonna do a live in about a week. When do you get back from?
Sunday, so it'll probably be I would say not this upcoming weekend, but the weekend after.
Okay, so in like a couple weeks, that's when we're gonna do a live video so that everyone can see the books that they help get donated.
Yes.
So that'll be fun.
Yes, but if you love the books too and want to order them for your family, you're more than welcome to do that. And I have a separate website for that too. That way they don't go to our house and then and then they get mixed up with the books that we're giving to the other kids. So.
And if you have any questions, you can feel free to either comment on this video. You can email More Than Friends, and we'll get you in contact. You can contact either me or Malina directly.
On Facebook, yeah. Or Caleb.
Or Caleb. Yeah.
You hit any of us.
So yeah. But yeah, so as we go through the books, if you see any that you like personally, or if you see any that you think another child should have, then just use that link below, and then you can donate them. So there
And
we
our
go.
target range for ages of kids are babies, newborn, all the way up to, I would say 14, 15, 16. So, I mean, quite honestly, there's books I like to do. So,
same.
but that's our target usually is, elementary, middle school through beginning high school. So.
And I mean, the books captivate the kids' attention, not just the kids' attention, but also
Caleb's attention.
my attention too.
Yes.
Just being able to continue to learn and broadening that mindset as they continue to grow. So it's very intuitive for the kids.
And it's important when learning because kids learn in different ways, just like we learn in different ways. I'm a hands-on person. You could talk to me all day long. Hi, Andres.
Wait, where are the kids?
He always makes a special appearance.
Where are the kids?
Little red.
What have you done? He just walks out with a smile and it's
Go
quiet.
back in there, please, baby.
Oh, there we go.
There's one of them.
There's one. She'll be on later sharing some of her favorite books.
Yes, but everybody learns differently. Like, some people are note takers. Some people can read something and they learn it. Some people have to actually do it, and that's how they learn. Everybody learns in different ways, just like our children do. And that's why I love these books, too, because it teaches them things in the different ways that they need to be taught. So, without further ado, I will start
With the baby
with
books.
the baby books. Well, I say baby books, but we have tons. I don't even have all the books that we have because we have so many. I mean, I think we have over 3,000 different books, maybe 2,000. We have a lot. So
Also, I'm Midget Guy for the
Oh.
person who commented. So that's my PlayStation Network name.
who is midget? Who's the midget?
They asked who's the midget. And
Oh,
it's
we're
probably-
really short. We're not
We
midgets.
are short, though.
We're not midgets. I'm 2 inches away from being a midget. I'm 4'11".
Random fun fact.
Really?
When I was younger, my...
Being a midget is 4'9", is like legal.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm 4'11" and
Uh,
3/4.
When I was younger, my mom actually took me to a height specialist because she thought that I was...
about 5 foot.
Yes, but I keep shrinking, so I never make it to that 5
Yeah, we
foot
have
mark.
that problem. Yeah, she's gonna change her name from Malina to Thumbelina. Thumbelina.
No. Please do not make a no.
But anyways, when I was younger, my mom actually took me to a height specialist because she thought that I was, a certified midget. And fun fact, the height specialist was vertically challenged.
What?
So-
Whoa!
The height specialist at the time, I was a child, and the height specialist was half of my height at the time.
Didn't Stephen or you go to a foot doctor named Dr. Foot?
Dr.
I
Ford.
thought Mom did.
Yeah, that's random. Anyway, okay. So we're not midgets. We're just very small people. And I don't think that midgets like to be called midgets either.
Well,
It's little people.
I apologize. Actually, if any little person or somebody who has been diagnosed with dwarfism, if they want to be on the show,
Okay?
Share your story.
Go ahead and share
Okay.
your story, share your experience.
But not just dwarfism, but also just little people in general, like kids, can enjoy these books.
Where are we going?
So
gonna
what are
read
some books for some little
Oh gosh.
people?
Okay. So,
I was trying to segue. I thought I was being clever.
Lord. So, baby books. We also have a lot of collections, so some of the collections I am going to show you, so you can get the books that you like in a collection form and save money doing that. So we have those too. But this is Happy Baby. So these are...
Here, you can hold it up real close if you want to. It's hard to see with the
Okay, oh, there we go. Okay, so this is Happy Baby, and this is a library, black and white library for babies, because babies can't see in color until I think
Oh.
about 4 months.
I
3
didn't
or
know
4
that.
months. Yeah, so they see black and white starting out.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know the specifics. I'm not a doctor, but I don't know when they start seeing color, but I believe it's a couple months before they actually start seeing colors.
That is okay, because everything is still developing
Right.
With the baby, okay.
Yes. That's why their eye colors, and then they change to the color that they're supposed to be. So like Harper's eyes right now are like a dark blue, like almost a black, but they're blue. But they start lightening every day. They get lighter. So
That's interesting.
yes.
Learning new things.
Yes. So it has 4 little books that come with it. This is only, I believe it's $7.99. Yep, $7.99.
Jesus.
And these are cardboard.
That's like really cheap for, what, 4 books?
Yeah.
Wow.
For little, there's a bunch of pages. So this is black and white. This is animals or pets, I believe, animals.
I saw ducks.
So yep, there's a duck. So this is black and white pictures that you can show your kiddos. Oh, look at the penguin. So I love penguins.
Hello, Scythius77. Hello.
Good evening.
But this shows them in black and white, the pictures of the animals, so they can actually see it. So this has animals. Oh, this is different babies.
I love how you're like
Happy
discovering
baby.
them for the first time yourself. You're like, oh!
Hungry baby. Noisy baby. That is mine. And then going out, like cars and faces. Oh, let's see the faces. Freckles.
Is he picking his nose?
No, I think he's pointing to his freckles.
Oh.
Yeah, it's kind of just.
Yeah, so it's pieces of their faces. Pieces of the parts of their parts of their faces.
That's terrifying.
You know what I meant.
for the colorblind babies, we have pieces of
Savius.
faces.
He said it's Savius.
Savius. Okay, thank you, Savius77.
Thank you. So
And thank you for watching.
yes. So this is really cute. This is good to read. I say cute a lot. I'm sorry. When I do lives, I say this is super cute a million times. I don't recommend using that as a drinking game because I say it all the time. So this is cute.
And you said that they right after you say cute all the
I
time.
can't help it. That's
But
what I do.
the fact that they're cardboard, that means that they're durable.
Yes.
If a kid starts biting on the book, it's not
Yes.
going to get destroyed because we all know
Absolutely.
how paper books go with babies.
All of our books
Yes.
are very thick. The pages, the flaps, anything that we have a lot of lift flaps too. Everything is super durable, and we also do have, like, if something is damaged, you can return it and get a different one. I think there's a policy on that. I'm not 100% sure of the policy, but I totally have the information. I can look it up for you. But all of our books, I can tell you, my kids they destroy anything possible. Honestly, I gave them a pair of headphones 2 days ago, and they snapped them in half in less than 24 hours. So these books are all still intact. So that shows you that. Let's see, which one should we do next? So tummy time is important, especially right now with my daughter. She just now started rolling over front to back and back to front, so she just kind of flops around on the floor. But tummy time...
I kind of do the same thing, honestly. I just flop on the floor.
But we have the tummy time books, and this is obviously for when they can see colors. But you can
The what time?
tummy time. Babies,
Tummy time.
Yeah, for babies you have to do tummy time to get them to get the strength in their legs and their hands to lift their head
Oh,
up.
so they like
but also
lay
to
and
start
then...
crawling.
Okay, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah, you have to do. The specialist told us you're supposed to do tummy time like 13 times a week or something. Because I was like, oh, we're doing it like once a day, and she's like, no.
I just like the phrase tummy time.
Yeah.
Like,
So we have a ton of tummy time books, and this is a good one. So this is pretty long. But you lay it out on the floor, like stand it up, and that way the baby on tummy time, they're distracted. They're not thinking that they're on their tummy. They're looking at the colors on the pages and the whales.
and you can kind of create a barrier.
And also there's every one that has a fold out has something on the other side as well. So there's 2 different sides.
So it's like 2 books in one.
Yes, it is. And these are really good for tummy time, like I said, laying it out. And we have a bunch of tummy time books. We have ones with mirrors on them for the baby. The crinkle book can actually be used as a tummy time book as well. You can put that on the ground so that they can try to reach with their hands and touch it. Or you can put it on their feet, by their feet, and they can kick it with their feet. We do that in the car with her. We put it by her feet so she can kick it because she likes the sound, and it's fun. So we have a ton of these.
It's very captivating.
We have many board books that we have for, I would say, kiddos. You can use these for newborns and like 1-2-year-olds. These are very bright. This actually is a collection, and it's actually our customer special for June. Fun fact, it's 3 board books, and I believe it is $14.99, and doesn't say how much one of them is, but I think each one is $9.99, so you're saving a ton. But these are really bright and colorful, and they're, like I said, indestructible. It's not like you can just snap it in half unless you're like the Hulk. But they're really bright. I'm trying to avoid the glare. Oh, there we go. I can just tilt it a little bit. But they're bright and they're easy reads, so you can read them with your children. And they're you have to find the object. So not only are you reading, lots of birds are cheeping and squawking. It says cheep cheep. So it teaches them the animal sounds, but it's learning. You know what I mean? But also, can you find the 2 blue butterflies? So it's also showing the
Like a
kids
search and find.
where the blue butterflies are, there and there. Because I read these with all of my children, so we can do the animal sounds with Harper, but also the girls, my 2 older girls, can find the blue butterflies. So
I'm not necessarily, I don't necessarily know if you guys remember, but like with some of the comics that individuals or some of the magazines that people would used to read, like while they were working in doctor's offices and things like that, how they have like, the Where's, Find Waldo at the very, very end of the magazine, like toward the back of the magazine, and you're trying to find Waldo.
the
and you're
highlights,
trying to
they're the
find,
highlights.
Yeah,
I like those
trying to
highlights.
find like 5 magnifying glasses or 4 pairs of socks, and it's just a bunch of just random stuff on one. Same thing.
Yeah, but a lot of our books are like they have different things like that. So you can be reading, but it also has search and find. So we have like lift the flaps that teach them about the seasons. I have that with me. No, I don't. It's at home. We just read that the other night. So it's a lift the flap that teach you about seasons, but it's also you have to find the objects under the lift the flap, and they're listed at the bottom. But it's also teaching you what you do in the summer, what you do in the winter. What kind of clothes you wear in the winter versus the summer. That's what we're learning with Lila because she's going into kindergarten, so she needs to learn her weather, months, dates, things like that. So
What's nice about those ones is if you have like multiple kids with like different ages, different like varying levels of attention, you can have not just like one kid can be paying attention to the story, the other one can be like, ooh, I want to find the butterfly. And so it kind of keeps everyone engaged all at once.
And that's what we do. I ask Lila the questions about the weather that's on the page, and then Lainey does the search and finds the melted ice cream or the shovel and pail for the beach. So those ones are cute. These are one of my favorites. So we have That's Not My Books, and we have so many of these. If you
Is
go
this
online,
the llama?
I have the llama and a narwhal.
Oh my god.
I have a koala in the car.
Wait, that's not my llama.
Right.
That's not my llama.
I know.
That's not.
It's mine.
The name of the book is That's Not
Yes.
My Llama.
So these are That's Not My. And if you look on the website, they have tons of animals. So I guarantee if you have a child that has a favorite animal, they have it on there. They have a sloth. They have a wombat. They have That's Not My Wombat. That's
Really?
it. Yeah. So they have a wombat. They have a unicorn, and that's what the unicorn goes to. That's Not My Unicorn. Sloth. Penguin, chicken, duck. I mean, they have like all kinds of any animal that you could think of that your child is interested in, you could find that. And these are awesome because they are good for beginner readers with repetition. That's important in beginning readers. They need to repeat words over and over again.
Someone's at the door? Here, just keep going. I'll answer the door. I don't know who that
So, what show is it where somebody comes to the door and they open it and that's like the person on the show? Is that Mr. Rogers?
We're gonna go ahead.
Yes.
We're gonna prepare for this.
Oh, hello. I didn't realize that you were coming.
Hi.
We're doing another live thing.
They were prepared for this extent.
This is Mariah. That's my sister.
Hi.
By the way.
Howdy. I see baby shoes.
Oh, Mariah.
Yes.
Mariah.
Yes, okay. Did we just applaud?
Hello.
Hi.
I was telling my family.
Anything can happen at the table, guys, so
It's a wild table.
It's a wild card.
the table's over there.
The table.
Anyway, these books are awesome because they are touchy-feely. So they are good for sensory, they are good for beginner readers because they are repetitive, and they are also good for babies to start feeling textures and learning animals as well.
You can pet the llama.
You can pet the llama
That's
and
the
the
important
narwhal.
thing. That's the question that was on everybody's
pet the
mind.
The
narwhal's
fur is on the
horn.
front of the book.
You can touch the horn too.
Yes. So, like, I don't know. You guys. Oh, there you go. You can see the fur. So the front of it is fuzzy. So for babies, they can feel the fuzz. Wow.
You have successfully touched
Yes.
the fuzz.
And each page says, "That's not my llama. Its patches are too smooth," and you can touch the patches.
So you can feel all the wrong textures.
That's not my llama. Its hooves are too shiny. So, and again, it's repetitive for early readers. It's bright and colorful, keeps their attention, and it's touchy-feely. Even the older kids like to feel the textures. Even Steven does,
Yes.
because it's interesting.
I touched that llama in all kinds of different ways.
Children's books, guys. But this is cool. So this is spongy. Touch it.
It really is spongy.
It's really
Oh
cool.
my gosh, no. I like. It's like you know puppies, their little paws.
Yeah,
It's like a little
yeah.
puppy or a
Yeah,
kitten.
like their pads.
Yes. So, and this one has a little mouse on every page. See the mouse? Another fun
Oh, so
fact.
you find
So
the-
you're reading, touching, and looking for the little. He's scuba diving in this one, but the little mouse.
Well, you can obviously tell what a mouse is with the narwhal.
Yeah. Yes, but so each page like this one, that's not my narwhal. Its flippers are too smooth. And then the very end, that's my narwhal because his horn is really sparkly. So, and like I said, each one has different textures. These are awesome. They're $9.99 each. You can get a collection of different ones. Like That's Not My Farm Animals. There's a couple other ones like that group them together so you can get a collection of the That's Not My books and the interest that your child had. But if they just are interested in like llamas, sloths, we don't have an alpaca one, but the llama has an alpaca in it. But they have wombats, meerkats. They have a meerkat.
Okay.
Giraffe, elephant, all kinds of things. Any kind of interest they have, you can find that book on there. So these are really awesome. Again, for babies, I would say toddlers and also beginner readers. So for my kids, we can sit down and read it. Lainey can find the mouse, Lila can work on reading, and Harper can touch them.
That's really,
Well, we all
really
touch
cool.
them.
We all touch them.
We all touch them.
I'm going to go ahead and ask as you continue to speak on your showcase. Now, have you or has the organization of Us Born Books, have you guys been able to, or are you guys looking to spread your platform by involving your books in the educational system, like different schools?
That is a good
Libraries.
question. So we do book fairs and things at schools. We are allowed to, you have to be certified. There's classes that we have to take online, obviously, because they want to make sure that we can go into the schools. But we can go into the schools and do book fairs, which a lot of the schools haven't gotten to do their book fairs this year. So it's kind of a bummer because I would love getting my fluffy colored pencil at the book fairs. My mom would give us like 10 books and be like, you can use that at the book fair. And it's like, what book can I get for 10 bucks, Mom? And so I would always get a cartoon book or like a pen.
And like a bookmark.
And a bookmark, yeah.
But no book.
Yeah, actually a lot of our books are under $10. I was just telling Steven, a lot of our books are actually under $10.
Yeah, like that one
The book
anthology
set.
for $8.
Yeah. So we have a ton of stuff under $10. But yes, we can do vendor fairs, book fairs at schools. I know there's a lot of homeschool organizations around here. We're allowed to do those as well. So we can do any of those as long as we get like a certification to do that.
That's really, really cool. That's like one of my favorite times. That's like one of my favorite times of like being like like in school, like when I was a kid, was the Scholastic book fairs. Because not only were you able to get like very nice books to read, like what Malina has in her showcase, but also like different types of pencils. Like they're like gigantic pencils.
Color changing ones.
Yeah.
Those are my
Color-changing
favorites
ones.
with the little grips.
And I don't even
Yes.
think they do it anymore, where you could walk through and see everything. Because like
Yeah, they
Lila
used
gets
to
them
have
sent
all the
home,
time.
like packets home,
Oh,
and
yeah,
that's
they
how we
changed it.
order it. Yeah.
Oh.
I remember
that was
some of
before
this
COVID.
kind of defeats the purpose, but some of the book fairs would have like just really not too good video games.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
every now and then there would be some like random like off-brand computer game, and I would be like, oh, that's a game, I'm gonna get it. Except one time they had Nancy Drew, and those games are actually amazing.
Those
Yeah.
were really nice.
Those
And they had
were-
awesome books too.
Mhm. They're actually
That
making a
really is
Babysitters Club series on Netflix, or either Netflix or Hulu. And I used to read those books when I was a kid.
Why haven't I heard of this?
It was
This is-
on. I watch Netflix all the time. We got rid of cable at our house, so we only had Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus. So, fun fact, random.
We've got a lot of fun facts here. We're
Yeah.
all about learning.
Yes, exactly.
So let's see some more.
Okay,
Are these
let's-
more touchy-feelies?
This one is a touchy-feely and sounds. Let's do this one though. So this is also
Oh.
a collection.
That's a
This is
big book.
$12.99. No, look at this. It's little books inside a big
Oh.
book.
Hi.
Hi. So this is for counting. This is another. So this is a bunch of different books. I think there's 9. There's 9 of these little books in here, and they're cardboard, and it teaches them how to count different numbers.
I love how small they are.
I know, and
Really nice.
the collection though, so it comes with all of them, and this is like number 1 and 2. It says 1 and 2 on the side. So when you open it, everything is one object. So it shows them the number 1. This is traceable, so they can write on it if they wanted to. It says 1, and that's 1 again, and these are all one object, so it shows them. Now this is 1 and more, and shows them how to do 2. And there's 2, leading to the next one. Guess what number it is, guys? It's 2! So these are really cool, though, because it's teaching them how many is 2.
Oh, wait, why are you making a boo? That's the boo sound. One and boo.
Aww.
There we go.
That should have been the right one.
Yay! So,
And now it just keeps going.
and now my My self-esteem is down. So, I'm just kidding. So this is really awesome though because it shows them how many objects is 2 and also shows the number 2 and it shows them how to
And
write
again
the
with
number
the
2.
repetition and stuff too.
Yes.
So.
Yes. And I got this for all 3 of my children because Lainey is getting ready to go into preschool, which scares me to death. If you knew that child, it would scare anyone. And she needs to learn how to count things and actually count objects. And Lila, she's still working on that as well. She's actually developmentally delayed. She was born super early, like 27 and a half weeks. So she didn't walk or crawl or anything until after she was a year old. And she was actually in preschool early because she was learning how, like her speech was behind. She was learning how to talk and things like that. So some things she reads backwards. It's not dyslexia, like she can write it backwards. I don't know how to explain it, but she reads and writes upside down and backwards, and she can draw a perfect picture for you, like facing you, but it's upside down to her. It's just bizarre. But so we're working on different things with her to try to see what's going on with that and help her with her way of learning.
And I'm sure the books help with that too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because like I said, every kid learns different. So with her, hers is going to be backwards and upside down. We're going to have to try to figure that out.
Well, that's fine.
Yes,
We'll just,
but we're working on it.
we'll just add it to the list of bizarre traits for the family, I guess.
Right. I can talk like a chipmunk. I mean...
Well, now you have to demonstrate.
No, I'm not doing
You
it.
have to.
I
You have to.
That's why I love to Steve.
had to sing in middle school. We did the chipmunk song, and I'm singing in front of the whole middle
Do you
school.
remember that song?
Don't they have like several songs?
Now
right?
they have like a whole chipmunk thing. Like they came
Didn't
back.
you do the Christmas one? The
Christmas,
what I
the
want
hula
for
hoop.
Christmas. The hula hoop, yeah.
Yeah. So back to the book.
Yeah. Yeah, you got it.
Yep. So back to the book. This is Are You There, Little Unicorn, and we have a bunch of Are You There books. They're peek-throughs, so you can't really see it on the screen, but these are holes, and you can see in the holes the different colors and shapes and objects. So the part of this book, or the main point of this book, is to see if that's the unicorn. So you see a piece of a nose here, which I don't know if you can really see it. Is that my unicorn? Are you
can get
there?
closer if you want.
Yeah, but then I have to stand up and...
Which I've made up?
If you want to.
Yeah, I'll take it.
So each piece is going to show a different part of what you think the unicorn would be. So that looks like the unicorn's nose. So you see the peek through where the nose is by the tree? And then when you open the page, nope, that's a bunny.
Nope.
And then you think that's the unicorn tail? Nope, it's a butterfly.
So this is just a book of disappointments.
No,
That's
not
right.
really. It's helpful because it's sensory in a way where you can follow. If you touch it with the front of your the front page with your finger, the front of the book,
It's
you
got
can
like
feel
the
the holes,
little
the
yeah.
divots and things, and so that's really awesome for the kids to feel that, and they can actually feel if that's the unicorn or not. It's just not
Like,
crazy.
okay, yeah, I'm yeah. Well, I'm
He's
listening.
learning. But these are awesome. We have a bunch of these ones as well. Are You There, Little Fox? Are You There, Little... But see, it's cute because they're peek-throughs and there's lots of holes and things for the kids to touch. And, again, great for all ages. In the toddler age.
Great for all ages.
This is one
if
of
they're
my...
toddlers.
If they're toddlers, that's what I meant. I meant like Mike. I was thinking my kids, but... So this is one of my favorite ones. This is a touchy-feely. And this one is actually, we have the Don't Tickle My Dinosaur, You Might Make It Grunt. We also have a bear. What? We also have a bear and
I'm sorry.
a couple other ones. And these are really great because they're touchy-feely, but they also make noise. So, let me turn to this page. So don't...
Is this your favorite?
Yes. So don't tickle my pterodactyl, which is a big word, and the P is silent. Don't tickle my pterodactyl, you might make it screech. And then when you tickle it...
Here, get up close so that it can...
Is that the
Yeah,
thing?
the camera is the
Okay.
microphone too.
Okay, so don't tickle the pterodactyl, it might screech. God, the robot. Ignore the robot. But it's also fuzzy. So if you can see the fuzz, soft and fuzzy, and it's repetitive. Like we've been talking about, don't tickle my dinosaur because blah, blah, blah. And the cool thing is, there's also find the little bugs. Each page has a little bug that you can find in the hole. So this one has a little worm down here. This one up here has a dragonfly. And each page makes a sound. So this is the T-Rex.
just sounds like a fart.
And then the last one is a party. It's all of them.
That's my favorite part.
It's a dinosaur dance off. So.
God. Does it just not
No.
stop?
There's a switch on the back, parents. So you can turn it off and on. I recommend turning it off before you put it on the shelf before you go to bed, so you don't wake up in the middle of the night to a pterodactyl making a
Is
screeching
it like
sound.
a Furby where it just starts making noise?
No, not really, but you never know what could happen. So, plus toys are alive in the middle of the night. So
That's true. I've seen Toy Story.
I'm just kidding. Oh, I already showed this one. Oh, cool. Let's do this one. So this is an avocado. This is so. I love these. This is you completely, and this has different pieces that come apart. It's really cute. Look at the donut. He's missing his donut hole, and then he is whole again on the next page from the donut hole being united with the donut. So. See that?
Makes me want to go to Dunkin' Donuts.
I know.
I
And
had
then the
Dunkin'
next one,
Donuts this morning.
It's a
and
cookie.
I already want it again.
And you didn't tell me.
the cookie wanted
Listen,
his
it was
milk.
for the moment, I'm sorry.
So this is just a bright, look at the pea with the pea pod.
Oh.
It's adorable. So I think this is a cute one for families and, oh, peanut butter and jelly. This is cute. We have a couple of these as well, and I love these ones. And this is really just a sweet, fun, peek-through book to read at nighttime, and it has colorful pictures and fun things that make you want to go eat food. So.
Speaking of which, side note, so,
Speaking of food,
yes, Uncrustables? Smuggler's Uncrustables?
I like those.
They're not bad.
Yeah, it's weird. Even though they don't have crust, the crust of the Uncrustables I think is the best part, like the outer edges.
The crust looks like a Popeye, so to speak.
Yeah, but
The
it's
edge of Popeye.
yeah, the crust of the Uncrustables is oddly the best part of the Uncrustables.
And why do you think that is?
Because crust is actually delicious and people are delusional. That's why.
Well, there's a lot of people that don't like the crust.
I'm just showing what it looks like. We're talking about peanut butter and jelly. This is just a cool one to read. It's bright and colorful. This is Squawk Toucan. There's also Time for Bed's Little Hippo and things. It's just a fun story to read with the kids. And then
That's
it's
what Andreas says every night. He's like, time for bed, little hippo.
strange.
It's,
But then at the end there's a little hole and you can pull it and the toucan squawk.
I'm sorry.
And he says goodnight to his friends. I think this one's cute.
Why am I still allowed to do this? I don't.
We also have the muddling matches.
It's supposed to be
I love
a
how
kid's
you're
show.
just- you just keep going. You're just like, all right.
These are really fun. My kids are crazy and kooky and they like quirky things.
I actually like this a lot.
Yeah. So this is a muddle and match. It's fun because the story's on this side. So this is also good for readers, speech therapy, because it does a lot of alliteration. So it helps with kids with speech problems. So this says, Petulia, the pretty and pink princess, pops into the palace gardens to pick poppies with her pet puppy Pickles. Say that 4 times fast. Puppy Pickles.
So it helps. That's actually pretty good though, because it helps. Well, I wouldn't say analogies, but it helps kids help pronounce different letters in the alphabet, especially if they have problems with it.
Yep. And like this one is all P's. But the cool thing about this book is, so if you can see Princess Petulia, you can actually change Princess Petulia's outfit and her feet. So it changes not only her outfit, like what she's wearing, it changes the story. So now, Petulia, the pretty and pink princess, enters the edge of the Everglades and flies to find her forest fairy friends. So these are really cool. We have a bunch of these as well. We have imagination, we have farm animals, we have fairy tale creatures, sports. There's sports ones. These are really fun. The kids love these because they liked. Lainey thinks it's hilarious that you can move their feet and change their feet into different things. But I like that the story changes as well. So we have a bunch of these ones. I recommend these for every kid because they're fun. They're great for learning. Like I said, you could read this with them. They might not even know that they're picking up on different letters and learning them on their own. So I love these ones. This is a fun one too. This is an activity one as well, but it's also good with matching and teaching the kids to brush their teeth before bed.
Oh, okay, I remember this
So
one.
this is Time to Brush. This is actually one of our new books that we just released a few weeks ago. And this has detachable toothbrushes that come off on the front.
Like actual toothbrushes?
So she whispered sticker toothbrushes. Which,
She was getting ready to blow my mind.
well, sticker toothbrush, that combines like one of my least favorite things and my absolute favorite things into something that's actually pretty cool.
Brawlyholic, this could be a read along. I mean, I could read a book if you'd like, but there's so many to
Actually-
choose from. I'm not reading the book right this second. I'm going to explain them first.
But so the donation thing is going on for an entire week.
Yeah, I could read a book every night if you'd like.
There we go.
It would have to be live on Facebook though, because
You're going on vacation.
I'll be in South Carolina.
I mean, still.
I mean, I could read a book and then
That's
send it to
absolutely
Steven
fine.
and he could post it.
Yeah.
So if you guys are interested in that, Brawlyholic, you can. It's Devin.
Oh, Devin Bruns.
Oh,
You
what?
remember him?
I used to babysit him.
You used to read to him.
Fun fact, yeah. They locked me in a closet.
Oh.
It's
Yeah.
okay. It's all right.
So now you owe her, so you gotta buy one of her books.
And you gotta listen to her read them all.
Yeah.
Yep.
Andreas!
The entire time she's out on vacation.
So fun fact. We don't talk about those times. It was a while ago. I'd say 20 years ago, 15 years ago. So the fun fact about this is the toothbrushes come off, but they also, like this one, I'll show you guys. Give me, So this has a bone on it, and you can see the other toothbrushes have special characteristics about them. So this one looks like it has little donuts on it. This one has honey. This one is like a zebra print with pink toothpaste, and this one has a carrot. So the kids will get the toothbrushes off, and when you're reading,
So
you have to
choose your
figure out.
toothbrush?
Yeah, so you have to figure out who gets this toothbrush.
Oh, they have special toothbrush.
Yes. So, does the rabbit get the bone? The dog the bone? No.
You just spoiled it.
Okay.
God.
Does the elephant get the bone toothbrush? Does the dog get the bone toothbrush? Absolutely.
This is basically a read along.
So it says, and with this part, I like it because it tells the kids like it's important to brush your teeth after bed. So it says, but after dinner, it's time to brush back and forth, up and down. So clean, clean, clean. So it tells you, the kids, to take the toothbrush and brush up and down and all around. So the kids can brush the toothbrush into the little dog's mouth. Then the best part is, after they're done with that, they have to figure out which glass it goes back in. This glass has dog bones on the bottom. This is the bone toothbrush. And they put it back on there. And they stick. The cool part about this is they don't lose their stick. You can wash them in water and then let them dry and they'll get re-sticky again. So if they do lose their stick, re-stick happens. This is cool.
Is that like the tagline for
No.
Re-stick happens?
I just make up taglines really easily. We also have an all better book with band-aids and Bear Needs glasses with glasses that you can put on different characters.
So, not to rush you or anything, but can we get to the books?
The cool books?
The books that I love.
So we can do
The
this.
books that I want to read.
Yeah, I'll lead into that with this next one. How about that?
All right. Okay.
So we have. Oh my gosh, this is not my bookshelf.
I built it.
That should be a book.
This is not my bookshelf. That's not my bookshelf.
Is this from IKEA?
It's from Walmart
Oh, okay.
because I am cheap,
So we
and
have.
also I built it, so it's probably gonna fall apart
Well,
live on
Nice.
camera.
It'll just come crashing down. All
The
the books will fall over.
bookshelf is an excellent addition to this podcast episode.
I think
Thank you.
Well
Thank you
done.
for appreciating my craftsmanship.
So
Unlike somebody. It's holding a mammoth. That's insane.
It is insane. So we have a lot of books that talk about different feelings that kids can have. We have books that deal with anxiety, books that deal with bullying, books that deal with diversity. We have all kinds of books.
There's even a book that deals with loss, isn't
Yes,
there?
I have that with me.
Really?
We have books that deal with tons of different situations that might be difficult for children, and especially when you're an adult trying to explain it to them and they don't understand it. These books do a really good job with helping them understand that in a way that they can relate to. So the perfect example is Flo the Flamingo. We have a bunch of different books with this kind of series for kids. I would say 3 to 6 or 7, explaining different situations. There's actually a collection of these, and there's all different kinds on there. I don't know what the collection is, but this is a brand new one. This is called Different. So it explains about, and honestly, you would think that kids don't get bullied in like preschool and kindergarten, but it totally happens. My daughter comes home all the time and says, my friends don't want to play with me today. They said I'm a vampire. And I said, why? She said, because I lost my teeth and only these 2 teeth are here. So, I mean, there's all different kinds of things that kids are dealing with now that I feel like we didn't necessarily always deal with as a kid. Like bullying, I feel like didn't happen until I was in middle school. That's just me, I guess. I don't know. But now it's happening all over all the time. And I feel like the civil rights movement is going on again. So that's definitely something that you need to talk to your kids about.
I might need these books because I've been bullied more in the past like 3 years than I have in my
bullying
entire
as an
life.
adult is way worse. I feel like you think it ends and it doesn't end.
Yeah, it just gets worse.
Honestly, I mean, especially, and I can only imagine from when Stephen and I, and even yourself, Malina, when you was in school, only to imagine that, after high school, you don't have to deal with the same people that's bullied you, and you're free, but it's still prominent. And it's even more prominent now
With the internet.
with kids. Yeah, it's even more prominent now with kids.
Social media.
Because the kids don't know no better, but they learn off of everybody else. So.
But these are nice ways to sort of start that conversation with your kids.
Exactly, because they might not even know. Lila didn't know she was being bullied. She didn't know they were being mean to her. She didn't understand that it wasn't okay to do those things. So, and I don't want her to... Oh, I thought that my children were yelling. I'm sorry, I thought my children were yelling at me. So they didn't know that wasn't okay until we had a discussion about it. So those are things that you don't necessarily want to have talks with about your children, but it's necessary to do, especially now. But this is a great book, Different. It's about Flo the Flamingo, and she thinks that Flo the Flamingo, or Flo never joined in. She felt like she was too different. My beak is too big, Flo thought. So this is her being negative on her self-image, and her friends, I love this book, because her friends, the toucan, the parrot, the seagull, they all tell her that she's awesome in her own way and that they're all unique too. And that's why it's super great, because it's showing that everyone's unique and that you should have supportive friends, which I think is extremely important in healthy friendships. But, side note, this is really awesome. The giraffe is talking about his neckness and how he's unique because he has a long neck. So she should feel awesome with her own body because she's different just like everybody else is different. So body positive, self-image positive, uniqueness positive, and it's in a book form for toddler ages where you can explain it to them and they can relate to it.
And as kids read these books over and over and over again, and they themselves begin to have an awareness of how these books can impact them throughout school and their young lives. If this were to happen, repeatedly, like let's just say they go into high school and this still continues to happen, they can reflect back on these books and say, hey, I learned about this. I can take measurements to where it's not going to affect me, and things of that nature.
So yes, and then we have, I'll show you more as well, but they have them for all different kinds of age groups. So not just toddlers, but middle school age, high school, I would say 16, 15 age, and it starts really early so that they can be aware of these situations. Because we want to raise kind kids, so I think that's really important. Before I get into the activity books, I'm going to talk about the reading books because that's the next segment.
Oh, such a tease.
Such a tease. So I have actually under Boris here, that's not really his name, I'd have to look in the book, but that's what my daughter named him. So this is a whole complete set. This is a reading library for beginner readers that are going into kindergarten, first grade age, and each book
that's a lot of books.
Yeah, this is a lot of books. So this is, I believe this was $75, but this has a ton of books in it, and each.
I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but that's like. What did you say this thing?
It tells you on the back.
About 20 books.
It's
15?
22 plus 12 plus 16. What's that?
Whoa. 22 plus 12.
34. 50 books. 50 books.
Jesus.
That's 50 books right there? I'm not counting all of that.
Yes, and they're all different levels. So this
I think
one
that's
has
more books than I've read in my life.
Yeah.
But the cool thing, this says the first 22 books are taken from the My Very First Reading. With this, your child takes the first step into reading. The next 12 books are taken from the level 1, so they have different levels. That's what I'm talking about, is different levels of reading in their age group.
So they're books for like kids to kind of grow up with a little
Right,
bit. So
yes,
like,
to learn how to read.
That's
so
cool.
we'll do this one first. This is Clever Rabbit and the Lion. So, and then on each page it's simple reading. Where are you all? Roared Lion. I want to eat you. Well, that was a weird page to read, but you know, he's talking about the mouth of it. And then some of the books that we have in this collection actually are designed to where you hold it out and you're reading with your child. If you're my child, one page is for the adult to read, and then the second page, Stephen, can you answer that for me? It's Anthony.
Yeah.
Just in case. And the second page is for the child to read. So I think Pat the Pirate is a good one, if I can get it out. So like Pirate Pat, this page is for the adult to read. It says, but does he listen? Not a bit. Now look at him. And then the child reads this page and it says, Pat in a pit. So you can see it. Adult reads that, child reads that.
Okay, yeah.
So it's like interactive, it's getting them to read with you. So, and then we also have phonics books that are really good in helping children read, like with alliteration and speech therapy, things like that. So this is Flamingo Plays Bingo. We have ants and pants, unicorns and uniforms, skunks and trunks, bug and a rug. They have all different kinds of them that are like that. This is Flamingo Plays Bingo. And each page is kind of like, these are Dr. Seuss-esque, I would say, because when you're reading them, it's kind of like a Dr. Seuss book in how it rhymes. So, like the first page on this, a prize bingo game is just underway. It's Flamingo's first time and she can't wait to play. Flamingo's excited, I'll try oh so hard to match every number on my bingo card. So these are good. These are our phonics books, and this is a collection as well, but I just have the Flamingo Plays Bingo. But these are great too for reading and beginner readers. So we have those as well. Now,
That actually brings back memories when I was back in first and second grade starting reading.
those are fun though. And like Chili Penguin, I have those. Okay. So now we'll go into yes, more activity books. We have so many activities with Usborne Books and More that it's like I couldn't show you all of them in one time because there's so many of them. So what did he say?
Well, I said, do you want me to just tell her to call you after the thing, and then I can't tell if he said yeah or not, but he hung up right after. So I guess just call him when we're done.
Okay. Anyway, so we have activity books. Let's see. Alright, let's do these ones first because we were kind of already talking about these. So,
Are these the activities?
this is the...
Yes, I love these.
Okay.
Sorry.
So these are creating positivity in children. I would say these are for 8, 9, 10, up to 12, 13, and even I would be interested in doing these as well. But these are basically like journals, but they're activity books. So they have different topics, and I have 3 of them, but they have a collection as well. This is Be Brave. This is Be Hello Happy, and then this is the Letting Go one that I kind of talked about earlier.
Yeah, that's the one about loss.
Yeah. So this one is an activity book about dealing with losing someone important in your life. That's really difficult to explain to children. It doesn't matter what age. Explaining that to kids, it's really hard to do. So this is kind of introducing them to that in activity form. So for example, let's see this page. Invisible String. Even when you are by yourself, there are still people in the world who love you. You are not alone. How cute is that? So this is an activity telling them to color different hearts and join worlds together. It's really cute. I love it. I say it all the time, but I'm serious. These are awesome with dealing with issues. Like this one says, be your own hero. Stand with your hands on your hips in front of a mirror. Draw your own hero reflection in the mirror and decorate your 4 hero qualities. Hope, optimism, energy, resilience. These are awesome.
So it's kind of like a self-help scrapbook that takes you through that thought process of
different activities.
Whichever theme the book
and
is.
And this is yoga, so this page is teaching you different yoga positions to kind of relax and get your mind off of things. Then the Be Brave is kind of dealing with like for example, if you're being bullied at school, you don't want to get up and go to school every day. I wouldn't. So these are kind of things that teach you how to deal with things like that. So, and they calm you down. And it's fun. I think these are really fun.
I think they're cool.
Yeah. So this one, do. Play this game with your friends and family whenever you want a good chuckle. Take turns to impersonate an animal, a cartoon character, or a famous person. And then...
That reminds me, you still need to do your chipmunk.
I'm not doing it. But, and then this one is Hello Happy. I just got this one actually recently. And this one is a mindful kids activity book for young people to color and doodle their way to being happy, calm, and confident. Use creativity to combat negative feelings, work out worries, and put anger back in its place with writing and drawing activities. So, and like this one, sometimes you need a special pal who just listens. Follow the step-by-step instructions to make the perfect pillow pal. It's adorable. So I like these because they have prompts where you can write different things, but also activities creating different things. So we love those. Let's see. We also have, we do have chapter books too, which I have some of those.
Do you want to do a couple more, and then we can ask Lila and Lainey to share their favorites?
Yeah, which ones do you want me to show? The learning ones?
Whichever ones.
So we have
like, just a couple more.
okay, I'll show these ones and then the lift the flap. How about that? And then the feeling.
Oh, I see the one that you were showing us earlier.
Yes. So we have a bunch of learning books for different ages too, and this is the big book of the body. And in these books, you're also learning. They're colorful, but they also have these cool pages that fold out, so that's the muscles, and then it goes straight to the skeleton. So it's really awesome.
I like the face on the muscle man.
Yes.
So it shows the different type of systems that the body has.
Mm-hmm. And then, like I said, there's one on each side. So you got this one and that one. So, and they have these for all different ages. So this one I would say a little bit older, but they have ones for the kids that are like the My First Body book, and they're bright and colorful and interesting for the kids to read. And then, let's see, I had these ones pulled. So this is a Turn and Learn Weather, and this is cool because they can pull this.
Yeah, that one's fun too.
And it changes the picture. So it teaches them about weather.
It's neat the way it does it too, because
Yeah.
it's like a pinwheel instead of a...
So this one's showing you about snow, and when you pull the lever, it shows you what it looks like when it turns into ice.
That's really cool.
Yeah. And then it's really informative, but it's also fun. Like my kids like pulling it. So that's rain and the rainbow, and it tells you why it rains and how it rains. These are awesome.
And it's durable, so
And-
even I was messing with it for like
Yeah.
an hour, just flipping it back and forth, and it still didn't break. So that's impressive.
Yes, and then this is like a lift-a-flap. So this is for older kids, and it's about all kinds of religions. I got this for myself. And each page is a different religion, and then it also tells you like where it originated from, and then you can lift the flap and find out different fun facts about the places and things. And there's about, I would say, 5 flaps on each page. So it's really fun, and it's hard for me to do this right now because I'm upside down and backwards, but see that? And each, like I said, each one has about 5 flaps on it, and they're really informative because there's a lot of, I'm not really, I don't know a lot about other religions, so this was something interesting that I wanted to learn about. Like, I thought this was about Noah's Ark, right? When I first opened it, but it's not. It's about this guy, Saka, I believe.
Like from Avatar?
Nanak in Sikhism, which I didn't know about. Had no clue, but it tells you all about it in here, so.
Interesting.
Yeah. He actually lived on the bottom of the sea meditating for a while, and the people thought he had died, and then he came back. He walked back up to the beach.
I love the idea of like,
That's really
just,
cool.
you know what guys, screw you all, I'm gonna go meditate on the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah.
And then everyone thinks that he's dead, and he's just like,
he
yeah, I was
disappeared
just-
for 3 days at the bottom of the river. Everyone's astonishment, he reappeared after 3 days filled with great wisdom. He described a new way of thinking about religion and became the first Sikh guru. Fun facts. But I like these because they're interesting and they're informative, and like I said, it's interactive. So, like, these are all different pop-up things or pull tabs you could open up with different things about Hinduism.
So let me ask you a question, if you don't mind, Ms. Malina. So regarding your showcase here, in the field of education, as we know, the education has kind of dummied down regarding different topics, whether it be religion or it come about self-awareness, things like that. So do you think, for the individuals or for the children that's being homeschooled, do you think that they will be better off with books and other information that pertains knowledge with these books?
Yes, absolutely. We have tons of STEM books and activity books that are for homeschooling. Like this is for math. We have a book about the world wars. I think it's at the, where's that? I put it somewhere. Oh, right here. They have all kinds of books on different subjects for.
It's like textbook.
Yeah, this is like a
size.
textbook, and it's awesome because it has all these great illustrations, and it is really informative. And I really think that these are really great for homeschool children that are homeschooled and parents that are having to homeschool their children due to COVID, or anyone who chooses to homeschool, which God bless you for that because you are a saint. But these are really helpful with that because this is like a scribble pad, so this is like math activities. I know in my case, like if I were to homeschool my children, I am not good at math in any way, shape, or form. Math, that's my, not really good with that. So these would be really helpful because it also explains it in the top so the kids know what they're doing and they're learning while they're doing it, and it explains what they're learning as they're doing it. So as a parent, they could be doing the activity with you, watching them, and then you're learning as they're learning. And then when they have a question about it, you can go back and redo the activity if you need to. So. That's why I really like these, and I think that they would definitely gain a lot from them in the homeschool aspect. So, and like this is huge.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, it has all kinds of information about different wars that we've had.
And I love history, so I'm definitely taking that book home.
Yeah, yeah, and I do want to say that these are non-biased. So, you're not going to pick up a book and it's only going to show one side of everything. It's going to show the whole factual truth of everything that happened on both sides.
And yes, and I don't mean to cut you off. I just want to say that that's exactly what our school systems need anyway. Is books that share the entirety of the story. Back when I was in social studies, back in 8th grade and 9th grade, you come across textbooks, and the textbooks didn't share the whole story of different subjects. So yeah, I mean it's what the education needs. So if Usborne Books and More can introduce these books to our school systems, that would help quite a bit.
Yeah. Yes. And
well, it all starts at the home.
Yes.
It does.
So
It does.
you can still get the books and have those conversations with your kids. Reading books makes you
Thinking by yourself?
Thinking?
Thinking?
I think it's just typo. Helps you think by yourself. God, I can't.
Yes. No,
I can't talk by myself.
That's what
my
I see at the
problem.
table, and thank you for your comment.
Yeah, thank you, Patrick.
Yeah, they do. I like
They do.
make you free. Yes, absolutely, and that's why our activity books are great because we also have like creative writing books. I didn't even get into those ones, but we had different ones about let's say your child says they want to be a scientist, but you're thinking like, what in the world kind of job could they get as a scientist besides a scientist? We have books that teach them different jobs they can get in that aspect. We have one with sports because a lot of kids are into sports, and it says, I like sports, what jobs can I get? That's literally the title of the book, and it goes with all different jobs they can get through sports.
That's really
Because there's an
cool.
athletic trainer, there's a coach, there's, you have all different parts of athletes, not just the players themselves. Because what if you like sports and you like basketball, but you're not good at basketball? What can I do with that? And I like those books. And they have activity books like that too that help them kind of figure out, there's one that's, they're called the Academy books, but there's one called Chef Academy. If your child wants to be a chef, well, what kind of chef do you want to be? Do you want to be a pastry chef? Do you want to be a sous chef? Do you want to be a cuisine chef? Do you want to go to France and be a chef over there? And it kind of talks about different cuisines and all kinds of ways of doing things, desserts. And there's recipes in there, activities.
Different kinds of chefs existed.
See?
Yeah.
And it tells you about how to taste the food, like what's important, what ingredients go in things. So it's really informative and helps them kind of navigate what they kind of want to do. Because, I feel like when we were in school, it was like, what do you want to be? And it's like, I'm kind of like science. And they just kind of shove you into like a group of like, everybody likes science.
I remember I took like a test that told me what job that I should do. And it was like something that I was totally not interested in.
Right.
And then they kind of just like funneled me into different courses that specialize in that. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. I think at the time I wanted to make a new Disney World, basically. I wanted to make theme parks. And they were like, well, we'll just put you into some like weird like engineering thing. And I'm like, but that's not quite what I want to do. And it was rough.
Patrick,
It's okay.
no need to apologize. It's absolutely fine.
Actually, some of these books could help.
Yeah.
But no, we understand. It's fine.
Yeah, you're absolutely fine.
these books are really insightful, keeping not only children but even young adults and even individuals our age,
The Stevens and the Calebs of the world.
Yes, Stevens and Calebs of the world. Our mindset's open to be able to still be impactful in the world. We know that the educational system doesn't necessarily have a broad spectrum of educational points. So books like these, really keep those topics that become vague inside the school system be more open and more insightful.
And I think the most important thing, at least from my perspective, is I like that these are kind of opening the door for those conversations to happen at home with the parents and the kids, so that they can really go in depth on things, especially like more personal topics. So like exploring oneself or talking about things like bullying and like loss and things like that. I think that's important for parents to have those conversations with their kids, and especially now when parents have more time with their kids than maybe they used to. That's a great opportunity to be able to have these conversations, and these books can help, and they can make it fun, and they can help guide not just the kids but the parents as well through that process.
And we also, even aside from the education books, we also have other books that like your kids could just read if they're just interested in reading.
Yeah,
I
just
know,
for fun.
especially like when they hit that 11, 12 age, especially boys, it's hard to get them to sit down and read. And we have chapter books that are interesting for them that they can just sit down and read too. That we have series of those. So if they're, just for fun, for them to just read for fun, we have those as well. We have one that's all about ghost stories, like true ghost stories from people.
Yeah, that one's pretty cool.
Yeah,
actually.
it's really cool. I got it for myself, to be honest. But
I like the llama one.
Oh really?
Yeah,
The
touching the llama.
got it.
I'll just
But they have
I'll just be in the corner touching my llama. That's just
yeah, but they have other books as well that are series that if your kids are interested in reading or you want to get them something that they could pique their interest, we have those as well. So, we have tons of them. I'm trying to see if there's anything cool or awesome. I didn't get to show the Shine a Light books.
If you want to try the Shine
Well, the
the
girls
Light,
are going to come in and show you their favorite book, so I'll see what they pick. I don't know if Lila's going to pick the Shine a Light. I can show it real fast. We have these really cool books for bedtime that are Shine a Lights, and
all right, this will be the last one that we show then.
and then we'll show the girls. So this one's the Human Body. It's a Shine a Light book. Basically, all you need with this is either a flashlight or a light on your phone. And when you're reading it, this is a bedtime story, but it's also informative. I would say more informative than bedtime.
This is magic, right? Here.
Yes.
This is
this
is actual magic.
Is the Human Body, and this page is explaining. Okay, so
is
doesn't
this pregnancy?
Yes, but it's just saying like when you're telling your kids that their mom's having another baby, they're kind of like, where is it? What's going on? And if you want to bring out your flashlight,
You might have to get really close to the TV
I will.
to show this.
Yeah.
You try to keep things below the banner, that way it doesn't make ridiculous noise.
So once he puts his flashlight under the book, under the page, there we go. There's a penis.
It's kind of hard to see.
I know
It's kind of hard to see, guys. Sorry, but
can you see it?
if you guys can see it, it's a
It's a baby.
it's a baby.
Let's try a different page. Let's try a different page. Hold on.
We're just like
Okay, here, try this one here.
What are we shining it on?
Skeletons. There you go. You can see that
There you
better.
go. You can see the skeletons.
So once you shine the light, it makes the picture totally different in explaining to kids what's
So there's like a
inside.
hidden thing that's
Yes.
revealed with the light.
And then when you turn the page, it explains what they saw inside the body. So these are really cool. We have tons of activity books like this. So,
See, it is magic.
do you want to go get them?
Yeah, I'll go get them real fast. Again, if you are interested in any of these books, or if you want to explore the entire catalog, use that first link below, and that one allows you to shop for books and things.
I have physical catalogs too, if you would like one.
And
If you're local.
not just books for yourself and your family, but we are trying to focus on donating to, what was it again, the Care Closet?
Care Closet.
Care
yes.
Closet, there you go.
Yep.
So we're donating a selection of books to Care Closet. If you don't have kids of your own and you're still interested in donating, then feel free to pick out which books you think kids would like, and then we will donate those to children who are in need.
And I know I keep on pointing to the camera. Y'all probably don't know why I'm doing all this, but donating. If you guys want to donate, there's two links at the bottom of the banner. m9657.myubam.com, or you can click donating at www.mtfproductions.com. That's morethanfriendsproductions.com.
So that first link takes you to the online catalog
Yes.
where you can shop for the books. That's probably the most direct way to do it. If you want to support the children in need and my sister and More Than
I didn't
Friends.
talk about the giveaway.
Shiver me timbers. That's a big thing.
I know.
Well, real fast, if you want to support all of us, if you go to mtfproductions.com and click the donate button on the bottom, then a portion of that will support this show, a portion of that will support my
The care
sister,
closet, yeah.
and a portion of that will go towards donating books to kids.
Yeah,
So
everything
that kind
I
of
do is
spreads it
going
all
to the
over.
care closet.
But if you just want to donate books to kids, that's fine. You can use the first link down there.
So I didn't even talk about this, but we
Free books, too.
Free books, yes. So any books that you buy for the children will go to my home, and then we'll deliver them to the children. You can also send money if you don't feel comfortable ordering the books, or you just want me to pick the books out for them. You can do that as well, either to him, or you can message us and we can send Venmo information. And I have a spreadsheet to keep all of that. It's all going to go towards the books. Any commission I make is all going towards the care closet as well. But if you would like to have your own fundraiser, if you have something that you're interested in, and there's someone that you want to donate books to, someone in need, or if you want books for your children, you can order books for yourself as well on a separate website. We're going to post that later. Or if you would like to host a party of your own, you can do that. But anybody who donates today, orders today, or books a party or another fundraiser with me today will get entered into a drawing for one of our Never Get Bored books. These are super cool. They're super great, and they're awesome, especially for the summer when kids are out like everywhere doing all kinds of things. These have all kinds of fun activities in them for them to do. So this one says, remember a routine. It teaches them how to dance. This one says test your memory, and it's like a memory game. There's one in here about learning to beatbox. This one's escape from the castle, and they're trying to escape, and they have to go. It's kind of like a choose your journey book, and all kinds of fun stuff.
You were playing with the beatboxing.
I was playing with the beatboxing, yes.
Do you want to demonstrate that?
I do not.
Why aren't you demonstrating it?
This is about writing your own story, but each page has different games and fun things that they can do.
And you will never be
But
bored.
never be bored. And there's even one on here about fun facts and questions and answers, and we were doing it with Dad, and he was getting them all right, but...
Oh.
But there are all kinds of fun things, experiments, activities. This is great for vacation, like if you're in the car, you have to drive for 12 hours with children. God knows that's terrible. But this will be fun, and they can...
Or really with adults in our family.
Yeah.
Just really occupy themselves with the books.
But anyone who doesn't order today or donates or anything of that nature, I will put you guys in a drawing. And I'm going to do the drawing live. I guess I'll do it next week if we're going to keep it open all week.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine.
If we keep it open all week, I'm going to do the drawing on my VIP page for this book for free if you order today or donate. So.
I'm trying to get this link copied, and I'm doing a horrible job because I keep clicking things. I'm sorry.
You're okay.
I didn't mean to distract.
All right.
There we go. That way that should show up on the thing.
Okay.
I'm going to go get the
Children.
The experts. That's the thing that I shared.
You can do, oh, I thought somebody was asking a question.
No, that was me saying purchase books for your... That's what I just said. I was sharing the link. I wanted it to be able to post.
Okay.
Anyways, I'm going to go get the experts, the kids themselves,
Yes.
Lila and Lainey, and they're going to share what their favorite books are from Usborne Books and More. So I'll be right back if you want to, do whatever, I guess, for 2 seconds.
Intermission.
And Robsta Scottini.
Oh, look.
Sorry. Welcome to Seat at the Table. And I'm gonna go ahead and address your comment. Yes. Social distance. I'm not sure on what your stance is. Of
We're
course,
family, so.
health is the biggest of. It's most important, but I do understand what you're saying in terms of being able to come together and being able to stay connected. In terms of it in the long run, hopefully more of the states be able to uplift the order so we can go ahead and we don't have to utilize social distancing, but as it stands for right now, I also, Steve, I know that you're coming back into it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Ralph, see, he was just saying that social distancing, no one in the U.S. Worse affected me, said how moronic. So.
Yeah. I work in healthcare actually, and I get tested honestly every day. I go into work and I wear a mask every day at work, but this is my brother's apartment and we're around each other all the time because we are family, so we've already been around each other all the time.
Yeah, we take our temperature every day.
My children
At
and
least
I
I do
all
at
have
work.
our own masks in my purse, so we are practicing.
So if, oh, okay, so he's speaking directly, okay, about us.
Anyways,
Okay.
we're finishing up, so we'll...
I live in the same house with my family, yes, and my children.
Okay, Lainey doesn't want to share her favorite book, so
What,
it's
you don't
just
have
Lila.
you don't want to share the busy book?
No,
She's
I
in the
do.
room.
Okay,
But-
Lila does. This
So
way.
Lila wants to share.
Uh-huh.
So here, do you want to hop over? Alright.
Careful. All right, come here and go pick out your book off the shelf.
Careful.
This is Lila. She's my oldest, and she is going to show her favorite book. You know which one you want to show? If you ask me, I can show you. You want to show the pop one? Pop. Okay, that one. Okay, now you gotta face them. Okay, this is this is Lila, and she's showing one of our. You should all be isolating. This is one of our pop-up books. So this is Sleeping Beauty. Now, when you read the book for bedtime, you're gonna hold it this way, and when you open it, you're gonna open it. It pops up with different pictures.
Wow.
So
This
that
is a castle.
is a princess castle.
Yes.
Which page is your favorite?
I like this one. Then another one.
Each page has a pop-up.
Yep. Then this one has another pop-up.
I like that page a lot.
Yes.
That's a really nice page.
And this is Sleeping Beauty. We have a bunch of different pop-ups as well. Careful, careful, careful. So these are fun to do and read as a family for bedtime. And they're really cool because the pop-ups are really pretty colorful.
Can I do another one?
Yeah, you can do
Yeah,
one
you
more.
can do another one.
Okay.
Which one do you like? Tell me and I'll show them because I already showed all those. Which one do you want?
Wait, did you hear him up here?
I did show those ones.
Did you do this one?
I did some of this.
I'll do one though.
Okay. You want to do the busy bug?
Yes.
That's not the busy bug, baby. That's the shine a light.
Oh.
The busy bug's right here.
The big one?
This is a cool one, guys.
I don't think we showed this one on the actual...
We didn't. So Lila picked this one.
Yeah, and the ladybug goes on the track.
Show them.
Here's
Hold
the
it up.
ladybug. Here's the ladybug.
Back up a little bit.
It's
Hold it.
So there's a little... there's a little toy ladybug.
Come here.
And
Bring it back here. I'll
the
show
book
you.
itself actually has a track, and
Yes.
you put the toy on it, and it actually moves along the track.
So you pop the ladybug out.
yeah. You pull it back, then it just goes by
Here's
itself.
the ladybug. And yeah, so if you can see, look, move to this way just a second. This book has different divots, and it's interesting because it talks about the bug. And you pull back the bug, and it goes on the track as you're reading it to your children. So Lila, come here. You want to do it? Okay, you gotta put it on
It's
the track.
hard to show it.
It's hard to
while
show,
levitating,
but you pull it back, and then it follows a track around while you're reading the book. It's really cool. Isn't that awesome?
I think it's pretty cool.
It's really cool.
So, and they have different ones like a car, a busy bug, busy truck, busy helicopter, and then you just put it back in here when you're done. And
plastic back on.
you put the plastic back on, and then you can use it again the next time. So, this is my other child, Lainey.
Did you want to
Let's
share?
try this one.
Did you want to share your favorite book? Which one's your favorite?
This is a fairy tale book, and this shows how great our illustrations are. This has a ton of different fairy tales. It's $20, but it has a bunch of different illustrated fairy tales in it. I'll get closer.
My mom's
You can
right.
see it. My mom's right. So it has tons
That
of
one's your
different
favorite?
pictures. It has a bookmark, which is
Lainey
easy
picked her
for
favorite.
showing.
It's
You have to hold it up.
like that.
Lane, move back a little bit. That's one of our activity books. It's fingerprint activities, and you take your finger onto these ink pads here, and then there's different activities that they can
There's
do
some
on
paint.
here.
Like that. It's not real paint. So you put your
So it has different. Did they just?
you put your finger in it.
It's fine. We're gonna.
You put your
Can I address
finger.
that? Because
We have a lot of books on bowling and how
So,
awful it is.
And body
I
positivity.
can tell you're looking at me.
So these are really cool because
So-
you can take your fingerprints and you can use them. for
Yeah,
different
you can
things.
put on the book. You could trace it with the fingerprints.
I just had a baby a few months ago, so I appreciate that.
She's in Steven's room.
All right, and there's Lainey's favorite.
All right, so thank you for sharing your favorite books.
Well, no, I'm gonna show more.
Oh, is that the same person?
But
just a different name?
we're finishing up. Here, if you listen closely, you'll hear the applause. Do you hear that? That's for you guys for sharing your books.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you very much. Appreciate you guys tuning in.
You want to say thank you for watching?
Thank you for watching.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for tuning in tonight. See the table for Miss Malina,
Thank you,
her
bye.
beautiful children, Mr.
Bye-bye,
Stephen, and
going back to my
myself, and our
home.
entire See the Table family. We appreciate you guys for tuning in tonight. Continue to tune in next week as we continue to go through additional content.
Lila's playing with the soundboard.
We also have different continue and update you guys on throughout the coming weeks. So, thank you guys for watching again.
All right, okay,
You guys
okay,
enjoy
okay.
the rest of your night. And thank you guys for having us at the table.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you again. If you have any questions about donations or anything, then feel free to message any of us. The links are on the bottom, and we will be in touch.
Music.
Thank you, guys, and have a great night.
All right, thank you. I haven't turned it off yet.
Is it off?